Listen to this. Doctors will tell you it's just aging, a natural part of getting older, but a shocking new study, one suppressed by powerful forces, reveals a terrifying truth. That innocent scalloped tongue you see in the mirror, those wavy edges, it's not harmless. No. Top neurologists, brilliant minds who were threatened with death to keep silent, have secretly linked it to the earliest, most insidious signs of memory loss. This isn't just about forgetting your keys. This is about your mind beginning to vanish years before Alzheimer's ever truly sets in. This hidden connection, this forbidden knowledge, could genuinely save your memory, potentially giving you back a decade, even more, of cognitive clarity. But they don't want you to know this. They profit from your suffering, from the slow, agonizing decline of your precious mind, from the crushing weight of your body breaking down piece by painful piece. You know the feeling, don't you? The floor becomes inaccessible territory. You've dropped the TV remote, just inches from your hand, but it might as well be on the moon. Your knee screams of protest, a rusty door creaking in agony, your hip locks in defiance. You eye it, that little plastic object on the carpet, knowing what it means to even try. Maybe a grandchild is watching, a flicker of pity, or perhaps even fear, in their young eyes as you simply stare at what you cannot reach. You remember a time you'd bend, squat, scoop it up without a thought, without that piercing pain, that silent humiliation. Now, a dropped spoon on the kitchen floor stays there, a permanent fixture until someone else, perhaps with a sigh, picks it up for you. Or perhaps it's a family dinner. Everyone's laughing, swapping stories, a vibrant tapestry of conversation. But you're not part of it. You're sitting there, smiling vaguely, nodding when others do, praying no one asks you a direct question. You've said what, 15 times already, missed the punchline of a joke, forgotten the name of an niece mid-sentence. You try to keep up, you strain to hear, but it's like being trapped inside a foggy aquarium, the sounds muffled, the faces distorted. The silent terror of Alzheimer's claws at your throat. You might even decline invitations now, cancel outings, because the fear of accidents, of needing a bathroom every hour, of that faint, constant smell of urine, of being a public burden, it's just too great. The shame of hugging a grandchild, worried about a leak, it's a burden you carry alone. And every morning, the ritual. The pill organizer with its 15 compartments, a kaleidoscope of colors. Each one a tiny hope, a desperate prayer. But you know that without the 8 a.m. pill, by 10 a.m. you're already groaning in bed, your joints filled with cement, a sensation of broken glass with every movement. The side effects? A ruined stomach, an overloaded liver, a body that feels like a walking chemical experiment. The monthly cost of these poisons often exceeds your entire food bill, yet they barely touch the core of your suffering. You feel like a prisoner in your own skin, your body petrified overnight, needing 45 minutes just to unlock. You remember dancing, running, carrying your grandchildren on your shoulders. Now, you're just a forgotten relic, feeling like you've lived too long, surviving out of obligation, not desire. My name is Marius. I'm not a doctor. I'm just a son. An angry son. Angry because I watched my own mother disappear, piece by piece, into the fog of dementia, her body racked with pain, her mind a forgotten landscape. The doctors, they just shrugged. Aging, they said. Take these pills. It's all we can do. But I couldn't accept it. I spent years digging, sifting through mountains of ignored research, poring over documents, interviewing people who had seen too much. I found things. Things they don't want you to see. The system thrives on your ignorance, on your despair. Big Pharma, those opulent hospitals, the experts on their payroll, they are not interested in curing you. They are interested in managing your symptoms, in keeping you just sick enough to buy their expensive drugs, to make you utterly dependent on a cycle of endless appointments and false hope. They buried the real science, the secret studies from forgotten institutes, the insights that could truly transform your life. Why? Because a healthy, vibrant senior population is bad for their business. While you suffer, while your pension evaporates on treatments, the elite, the super rich, they get access to revolutionary treatments in private clinics in places like Switzerland, therapies that target the root cause of their decline. Treatments you've never heard of. Treatments they hide from you because a suffering senior is a profitable senior. But it doesn't have to be this way. I'm here to pull back the curtain. I've sifted through years of ignored research, interviewed whistleblowers, and found the truth. And in just a moment, I'm going to reveal the shocking, almost unbelievable, truth about your breakfast. That everyday meal, the one you think is healthy, the one recommended by every nutritionist and doctor, is silently accelerating your memory loss by more than 70%. It's a silent killer on your plate, a weapon used against you every single morning. And you need to know this right now, before another day slips away, before another precious memory is stolen. Now pay attention, because what I'm about to tell you will change everything you thought you knew about health, about your body, and about the very food you put on your table. That seemingly innocent breakfast, the one packed with whole grains and fruit, the one you've been told is the perfect start to your day? It's laced with a silent assassin. The shocking truth, the reason your mind is slipping away, the reason your joints feel like shattered glass, is the hidden sugars and refined carbohydrates lurking in almost every single breakfast item you consider normal. We're talking about the cereals, the toasts, the pastries, the healthy fruit yogurts, even those instant oatmeals. These are not food. They are weapons. They trigger what scientists, the brave ones who dare to speak, call low-grade chronic inflammation. Imagine your body as a magnificent, finely tuned machine, and your brain as its command center. This low-grade chronic inflammation, fueled by your daily breakfast ritual, is like a slow, corrosive acid eating away at the delicate wiring. It's not a sudden illness, it's a creeping decay. It causes microscopic damage throughout your system, day after day, year after year. For your joints, it's literally like rust in the pipes, seizing up the smooth movement, turning cartilage into brittle stone. You feel it as that morning stiffness, that grinding agony, that inability to reach for the remote without a grunt of pain. But in your brain, it's far more sinister. This inflammation creates a sticky, toxic sludge, what neurologists secretly call cognitive concrete. It's a buildup of microscopic debris, often in the form of what they call amyloid plaques, gunking up the delicate neural pathways, choking the very cells responsible for your memory, your clarity, your ability to think and recall. This is not just about forgetting names, this is about your brain slowly suffocating from the inside. That scalloped tongue from the first block? That's not just a benign oddity, it's one of the first visible external warnings, a telltale sign that this internal inflammation, the silent killer from your breakfast, is already at work, ravaging your system. It's a distress signal from your body, screaming that your brain is under attack, long before the full horror of dementia takes hold. And what do they offer you for this silent killer? Poison. They offer you pills, prescriptions that promise relief. But let me tell you, those medications, those endless bottles your doctor pushes, they are nothing more than a temporary band-aid. They don't fix the problem, they don't address the root cause of the cognitive concrete building up in your brain or the rust in your joints. No. They only turn off the pain alarm, dull the symptoms, while the disease progresses silently, relentlessly, beneath the surface. Ask anyone who has been taking medication for 10 years for their arthritis or their fading memory if they truly got better. Did the rust disappear? Did the concrete dissolve? No, they became utterly dependent, sicker, and poorer. What about physical therapy? They tell you to move, to exercise. It's like mopping up ice in a sinking boat. It might give you temporary relief, a fleeting sense of improvement, but the hole in the hull is still there. The cause, the inflammation, the breakfast that fuels it, remains intact, relentlessly working against any progress you make. And those expensive injections? Cortisone shots, hyaluronic acid? They're just delaying the inevitable, often with dangerous side effects that create new problems while doing nothing to stop the underlying destruction. They are a desperate, costly attempt to manage symptoms, to keep you on their treadmill of treatments. As for surgeries, the last resort? They're a complete and utter travesty. They are financially motivated mutilation. They cut open your body, saw through your bones, and replace your natural parts with plastic and metal. It's not healing, it's a brutal, irreversible modification that rarely brings back the full function or joy of movement you once had. They are not interested in restoring your health, only in processing you through their profitable system. But there is another way. There is a truth they try to bury. My search led me to incredible, suppressed research, originally conducted by a brilliant but persecuted German doctor in the 1980s. His groundbreaking work on systemic inflammation and its link to neurodegeneration was immediately banned by the powerful pharmaceutical industry. They saw it as a threat, a discovery that could dismantle their entire empire of symptom management. But his research wasn't completely lost. It resurfaced decades later, through a series of accidental discoveries in isolated tribal communities, people who lived untouched by our modern diets, who never experienced the diseases of aging we take for granted. What they found, what I unearthed from dusty, forgotten archives, is nothing short of revolutionary. It's what I call the detonator protocol. This isn't a pill, it's not a surgery, and it's certainly not physical therapy. The detonator protocol is a precise, targeted sequence of nutritional and cellular activations designed to systematically dismantle that low-grade chronic inflammation at its source. It literally melts the rust from your joints, dissolving that calcified pain, freeing your body to move with a fluidity you thought was lost forever. More importantly, it acts like a powerful solvent in your brain, unclogging those neural channels, clearing out the cognitive concrete and amyloid plaques that have been choking your mind. It reactivates the natural self-cleaning mechanisms of your brain cells, allowing them to repair and regenerate, bringing back the sharp focus, the vivid memories, the lightning-fast recall you once had. Imagine this: you walk into your doctor's office, the same one who told you it was just aging, and you don't hobble or groan. You walk in normally, perhaps even with a spring in your step, your mind clear, your posture upright. You look them in the eye and calmly explain that the pills they prescribed were never the answer. You might even feel a flicker of triumph, a quiet victory, as their jaw drops in disbelief. Then, picture your son, or daughter, or even your strong grandchildren, asking you for help to move a heavy piece of furniture. You, the one who couldn't pick up a remote, now effortlessly lifting and carrying, your body responsive, powerful, a source of strength, not a burden. They're impressed, proud faces are a mirror reflecting back the vibrant person you become. And the best part? You look in the mirror, not with pity or despair, but with fierce pride. You see the person you used to be, the quick wit, the sharp mind, the agile body. You reclaim your self-respect, your dignity, the absolute joy of knowing you are truly, vibrantly alive, not just surviving. You get your social life back, your hobbies, your independence. This information is dangerous. It threatens an entire industry. They don't want me sharing it, which is why I'm telling you right now. I will only reveal the first, crucial step of this detonator protocol to those who are watching this video right now. This knowledge is too powerful, too transformative, to be left in their hands. As soon as this video reaches 10,000 views, I'm taking it down. The window is closing. You need to act. Before another day slips away, before another precious memory is stolen. Now pay attention. The insidious truth, the key to unlocking your own vitality, is found not in some rare exotic food, but in the very foundation of your daily routine. The first crucial step, the one that immediately begins to dismantle this decades-long deception, is shockingly simple, profoundly effective, and costs you absolutely nothing. Every morning, before anything else touches your lips, before that deadly breakfast they champion, you must drink a full, warm glass of water with just a single teaspoon of pure, unfiltered apple cider vinegar. This isn't just an old wives' tale, this is a strategic move, backed by the very science they tried to bury, that immediately begins to rebalance your gut microbiome. It directly addresses the systemic inflammation that, as I discovered, is the actual root cause of both your agonizing joint pain and, far more terrifyingly, your spiraling memory loss. A perpetually inflamed gut sends distress signals throughout your body, a silent fire raging that slowly burns away your precious neurons and stiffens every joint. This simple act starts to put out that fire, giving your body and mind a fighting chance to finally heal themselves. And I've seen it with my own eyes, not just hidden in dusty files, but in the tearful messages I've received. My old childhood friend, Mark, his grandfather, hadn't tied his own shoelaces in over 15 years. He sent Mark an audio message, barely able to speak through his joyful sobs. "Marius, thank you. I tied my shoes today. My own shoes. For the first time in forever." It wasn't just about shoelaces, it was regaining his dignity. He bent down, easily, no protest from his rusty knees. He felt his fingers work, his body obeyed. He even sent a photo, proudly pointing at his laced sneakers. Another woman, Sarah, a retired teacher, told me she could finally follow a conversation at her bridge club without constantly asking what. The brain fog started to clear. She described it as waking up from a long, confusing dream. She remembered her grandchildren's favorite stories, reading to them with a clear, confident voice. These are glimpses into a vibrant future Big Pharma has stolen from you. And why have they stolen it? Because it's not profitable. This is going to absolutely blow your mind. I obtained, through an anonymous informant, a heavily redacted internal document from a pharmaceutical behemoth I'll call MedTech Solutions. This chilling document, dated November 2015, detailed findings from a clinical trial on a groundbreaking compound designated Neuroflex M. The report explicitly stated remarkable efficacy in mitigating neuroinflammation markers and promoting cellular regeneration, with observed cognitive improvements exceeding 85% within 6 months. The executive summary delivered a cold, calculated betrayal. It plainly stated this compound was unsuitable for long-term patented pharmaceutical development as a curative approach didn't align with corporate profitability models. Their recommendation? Shelf Project Chimera indefinitely. They knew the truth. They had the science for real healing, but because it couldn't be patented, because it wasn't a pill for daily consumption, they buried it. They chose monstrous profit over your health, over your memory, over your dignity. They chose to let you suffer because a sick you is a vastly more profitable you. Imagine that for a moment. Imagine a day where you wake up, not petrified, but feeling light, truly free, your joints moving smoothly. You stretch, stand up without groans. You walk into the kitchen, confident, effortlessly bending to pick up a drop spoon, a simple, forgotten movement now reclaimed. Your mind is sharp, clear. You remember the neighbor's name, a joke's punchline, every phone call detail. You sit down to breakfast, nourishing your body, not poisoning it. You look forward to family dinners, eager to contribute, to laugh without the fear of asking what? You hug your grandchildren, no longer paralyzed by worry of a leak. You're planning trips, going out with friends, enjoying every precious moment, vibrant and engaged. You're not a forgotten relic, you're a living, joyful testament to what's truly possible when you reclaim your health, expose their lies, and fight back. You are dancing, running, feeling like the powerful person you were meant to be, not the broken shadow they cast you as. Now you know about the conspiracy, the profound, sickening betrayal. You've seen the irrefutable proof, the heartbreaking reality of what they've hidden. You've heard the inspiring stories of lives utterly transformed. The anger you feel? That righteous indignation? It's valid, it's justified. But knowledge without immediate action is useless. And you have suffered enough. So stay with me, because in these next crucial moments, I'm going to put everything together, to give you a simple, undeniable, step-by-step map of what to do, the complete blueprint, the precise instructions that no one else in their gilded towers will ever tell you. This is your urgent path back to a full, vibrant, pain-free life, starting today. Now, the time for turning the tide has arrived. You've endured the pain, felt the humiliation, seen the slow, agonizing disappearance of your loved ones, or perhaps, your own reflection. But it stops here. No more surrender to the system that profits from your suffering. I'm giving you the keys to your freedom, a 4-step protocol meticulously pieced together from forgotten science and hushed whispers, designed to not only halt your decline but actively reverse it. This isn't a miracle cure that Big Pharma wants to sell you, it's the truth, an actionable plan to reclaim your mind and body. This is your survival manual. Step 1: Eliminate the silent killer. Immediately, starting today, you must banish the true rust fuel from your breakfast, and indeed, your entire diet, the pervasive industrial seed oils. These are the highly processed canola, soybean, corn, and sunflower oils masquerading as healthy alternatives, found in nearly everything from your morning toast to seemingly innocuous cereals, and even baked goods recommended by unsuspecting dietitians. They are the insidious weapons on your plate, actively promoted by the very institutions that benefit from your deteriorating health. These unstable, inflammatory oils flood your system with harmful compounds, creating systemic inflammation that directly attacks your brain's delicate neural pathways, corroding your memory centers and accelerating cognitive decline by over 70%, just as those suppressed studies revealed. They are directly linked to the neurological damage that exacerbates the symptoms of a scalloped tongue, pushing you further into the abyss of memory loss. Cutting these out is like starving the fire that's burning down your precious mental architecture. It's the essential first move, the radical amputation of the poison that has been slowly stealing your decade of clarity. Step 2. Ignite the natural detonator. Introduce a powerful, natural compound into your daily regimen that the elites themselves use, a specific, concentrated extract of wild blueberries, specifically the lowbush variety. Not the cultivated ones in your grocery store, but the potent, small, nutrient-dense berries found in harsh, northern climates. These forgotten fruits contain unique anthocyanins and flavonoids in levels unparalleled by any other food, acting as a natural detonator to literally melt away the neurological plaque and oxidative stress that the industrial oils have been building up. Think of them as tiny, highly specialized cleanup crews, actively sweeping away the debris from your neural pathways, repairing the damage, and reawakening dormant brain cells. This isn't a passive supplement, it's an active brain reconstruction agent, rebuilding the connections that have atrophied, restoring the vitality of your memory, and sharpening your focus. Start with a daily serving, perhaps a handful, or a high-quality, ethically sourced extract, to flood your system with this restorative power. Step 3. Activate the circulation switch. Every morning, before you even begin your day, dedicate just 2 minutes to a simple, yet profoundly effective brain wake-up sequence. Stand tall, close your eyes, and begin a slow, deep rhythmic breathing pattern, inhaling for a count of 4, holding for 4, and exhaling for 6. As you breathe, gently tap your forehead, the sides of your temples, and the back of your skull with your fingertips, creating a gentle resonance. This isn't just a mindful exercise, it's a targeted biohack. This simple, focused action ignites a dormant internal furnace, improving cerebral blood flow by a staggering percentage, flushing stagnant energy, and vitalizing your cognitive flow. It's like turning on the electricity to a dark room, instantly bringing light and clarity. It primes your brain, creating an optimal environment for memory recall and mental agility, helping to reverse the very stagnation that contributes to physical and mental rigidity. Step 4. Deep cleanse while you sleep. Before you retire each night, prepare and drink a cup of a specific herbal infusion, a powerful nighttime detox brew. This is not some fancy, expensive tea from a spa, it's a blend of dandelion root, milk thistle, and ginger, steeped for a full 10 minutes. These aren't just herbs, they are nature's most potent detoxifiers, systematically purging the systemic toxins that have accumulated in your liver and, crucially, in your brain. While you sleep, this powerful trio works tirelessly, cleaning out the metabolic waste products, inflammatory compounds, and environmental pollutants that settle into your brain tissue and joints, making you stiff, forgetful, and prone to pain. This deep cleanse allows your body to truly repair and rebuild, ensuring that by morning, you feel less like a prisoner in your own skin and more like a human being ready to embrace the day, with a sharper mind and less pain. You can start step 1 today, as soon as this video ends. What are you waiting for? Another 10 years of pain? Another decade lost to the fog? The slow agony of watching your loved ones fade, or feeling your own precious memories vanish? The time to take your life back, to reclaim your decade of cognitive clarity, is now. This isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving, about living fully, vibrantly, and with all your faculties intact. They don't want this information to spread. They profit from your ignorance, your despair, and your dependency. This is why you must act. Share this video with everyone you know who suffers, everyone who is losing their mind or watching a loved one disappear. Send it to the family group, to your friends' WhatsApp, to your community forums. Break the silence. Every like on this video is a vote against the industry that makes us sick, a direct signal to YouTube that this content matters, that the truth must be heard. Leave your like to strengthen this cause. I want to know your name. I want to know your struggle. Comment below. I've started when you take the first step towards reclaiming your life. Let's create an army of the healed in the comments. Also, leave your doubts and questions, I will answer them myself. And finally, save this video to your profile. So when you have a relapse, or need to review the steps, it's all there, quickly accessible. And by saving it, the algorithm will show it to more people like you, people trapped in the same nightmare. Now you have the power. The choice is yours: remain a hostage to a system designed to keep you sick, or turn the game around and reclaim your life.
We are the revolution. Until next time.